how are we? I wanted to show you competitor Cerebro. We've been talking about it a long time. We've been using it all year. It's a great tool for PPC. It's a great tool for product sourcing. It's a great tool for listing optimization. It has a lot of great things going for it. But team, we need to get this on Loom Video as a training video, and also we can show our customers as well. So this is one of the many tools that we have at Bilzar, and we love it, and it works really, really well. So when do we use it? Typically, a customer will come to us and say, I'm having trouble with this product. Can you help me to sell? Well, first thing we want to do is do a competitor analysis. We do a product audit, by the way. We do a PPC audit, we do a sales forecast. And the other thing we do is a competitor analysis. So let's find one here. I'll take the typical one that I know pretty well, T&H candles, made by T&H, our brand. But the thing I do know about it is that it's pretty popular. I think it's ranked about 50 in aromatherapy candles. We want to see, number one, who are the competitors? Who are the top selling competitors? And number two, is this a market you want to go into? I guess that's the question. So doing the competitor Cerebro method is something that we learned from Brandon Young. Thank you, Brandon. This is a great tool, and I'll show you how it works. Now, what I do is I go to the bottom, see what category it's in. It's in aromatherapy candles. There it is, right there. Click on it. See who the best sellers are. Okay. Make sure we're choosing something relevant, so that they're all aromatherapy candles, not something different. These look okay. Yep. Okay. We can pretty comfortably go with the first 10. Number 10, even though it's not a gift, I mean, it's one candle versus 4. It's still okay. Bath and Body Works is incredibly popular. So let's go with those first 10 and we'll put them into Cerebro. Here we go. Cerebro is part of Helium 10, right? There it is. Great product, great service. Well done, Manicoats and the team there. Okay, we'll use it all the time. So the good thing too is we can just take the ASINs here and copy and paste. Actually, you know what I'll do first? The first one I'll use is ours. We always like to look at our product. How am I going? Just a moment. I'll just pause. Okay, so I'll just take our candle as the starting one, copy, put it into Cerebro. Here we go. Now you can see we can put in 10, so I'll probably only have 9 competitors as such. Number 1. I then go back to the best sellers. I'll choose number 1 here. Now, why are we choosing the best sellers? Because it's all about keywords, and as Brandon will tell you, keywords are what work on Amazon. If you can get the products that are getting the most relevant keywords more often, they're the ones that you want to target. Okay, so definitely do that. So basically, we just copy and paste all of these ASINs from the top sellers. Copy and paste. So let me just do that for all 10. I think 10 is the limit. I think if you get like, we've got the premium one. I think we've got the gold package. If you get like platinum or something, I think you can do like heaps of, oh, just a moment. I'll just fill this up, guys, and then come back. So I'm back again by the looks of it. Okay, so here we go, guys. Yes. So we have now got our 10 competitors. Well, in fact, we've got the main product and the 9 others, if you like, from this list here. So we went up to number 10. There they are. Okay. All of those. Okay. So then we put them into Cerebro. Okie dokie. And now we do get keywords, right? Let's do it. And sometimes it'll say, you've searched this before. I'll do a new search. Let's have a look. And it'll take a while to upload. Remember, you've got 10 products you're looking at. Okay. And what it'll give you eventually, it'll give you the standard sort of setup that Cerebro does. So there's a few parameters that Brandon recommends that we follow. In terms of search volume, we usually start with a search volume of 300 as a minimum. A word count of 1, match type is organic, and ranking competitors, we want at least 2. So here it is. Let's have a look. Just a moment. So you can see here, search volume, we want at least 300. I know sometimes we've used 500, maybe it hasn't given enough. Word count will drop to 1. The reason is because we want to get as many of the words as possible. We want organic. We don't really care about sponsored ads or Amazon recommended at this point. The only other thing we want is ranking competitors. We want at least 2. So you've got at least 2 of them there. And I think that is all. Okay. So based on that, 300 search volume, word count 1, organic, match type, ranking competitors 2 minimum. We apply. Now we can have a look at how many keywords we get with that sort of filter. It'll probably be quite a lot because it's a popular product. In fact, there are 2,000 keywords. There's a lot to do there. So what we do now is we then put it into an Excel file. So we export to Excel. Here it is. Open that up. Okie dokie. So, okay, so here they are. Now, the only things we want, we don't need a Cerebro IQ score. We don't need any of these. All we do is we go straight to, this is good information, by the way, but we don't need them at the moment. All we want to do is go straight to the ASINs. So we'll just delete all this. What we do want, though, we do want to insert a relevancy score, and I'll show you that in a moment. Relevancy. Okay, let me just do something here. See what we've got. We've got most of them, I think. We've got 1, 2, 3. In fact, I think I might have missed the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we've got 9. That's okay. Now, the relevancy formula I'll get for you. I'll have to pause the video. Yeah, I might just pause the video for a second. Just a moment. Okay, back again. All right. There's a bit of mucking around with this, but anyway, we're there. All right, so I did an X-ray on the top 10 sellers. All I did was I took the best sellers and I did an X-ray. X-ray can be found as a Chrome extension. There it is there. And you can see the sales for each. Now, we can do unit sales or we can do dollar sales. I guess it doesn't matter. Fortunately, not all of them have got the figures, which makes it a bit hard. But yeah, so we can just choose what we can. So for example, this one here, you can probably take a guess from the BSR. There are many ways to do it, but definitely it gives you a bit of an idea. So the 831, which is looks like the number 1 seller, 18,000 units. That is staggering. That is so good. So good luck to them. That's what you do when you want to go to the top, isn't it? You go with high quality products. So let's have a look. Let's put in 18,900 or whatever, 19,000 units, say. That's this one. 19,000, we'll say, close enough. We'll make it units, unit sales per month. Of course, It's not always 100% accurate, but it will do. This one here is doing 6,600, let's say. 6,600, and so on. 2F is doing 1,900. Now some of these we don't have the figures on, like that one we don't have. K3 has 2,200. This one here has 2,200. So we can assume that these ones are going to be pretty high as well, right? So we don't know, but we can certainly assume that. And 946. 946. We don't have 946. My goodness. This one here, though, we don't have Bath and Body Works. Doing about 2,000. That's about normal for them. They do between 70 and 80 a day. So that's about right. Okay. That's actually quite accurate. So that gives you a bit of an idea on the sales. Unfortunately, we can't get them all, but that's something. Now, relevancy. I wanted to show you relevancy. Here's the formula we use. Count equals count TIFs. We take basically every ASIN from D to L. Okay. And what we're measuring is how many of these, for this keyword, how many of them have this keyword? All right, and we use less than 30. The reason we use less than 30 is because we assume that there's about 30 listings per page. So if you're less than 30, it's going to be on page 1. So basically, this guy here is ranked number 4. So he's the 4th position on page 1 for this particular keyword. Okay. All right, and we just basically copy and paste that down. So we'll just do this, copy and paste it. Oh, we've got a lot, haven't we? 300 might have been too high. So anyway, we'll see where it stops because we'll probably stop at about relevancy of 2. Let's have a look. Gee, we do have a lot, don't we? Okay, I'll keep going. A lot of these won't be relevant. D to L. Okay, we'll keep going. Okie dokie. Let's go back to it. Right. So we list it in terms of relevancy. So just go highest to lowest in relevancy. Sort and filter. Largest to smallest. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Okay. So the relevancy 7 out of the 10 here will fit that criteria. So that's interesting, isn't it? The number one highest relevant search term is candles gift set. Makes sense, doesn't it? Absolutely makes sense. So that's it in terms of relevancy. Then what we do is this. We then scroll up. We scroll up here and just a moment. I'll just pause again, just a moment. Okay, back again. All right, back to the table. So there we have it. Relevancy, as you can see, using this formula, there it is. Count TIFs, T6, L6, less than 30. And that's the order of relevancy from 7 down. We don't want all of them, honestly, because they become less and less relevant, as we will see as we scroll down. Usually we stop at about 3. I think we'll stop at 3. We could go to 2. How's it look? Just look. I look at the keywords to see whether the keywords at 2 are relevant or not. Christmas candles, just for home. Under 20. Fairly relevant. Fairly relevant. Let's go for it. Okay, let's stop at 2. All right, let's stop at 2. So 2 is number 242. Okay, 242. Oh, they are Christmas though, aren't they? I'm still debating, guys. Sorry about this. Yeah, all right, look. It's up to you whether it's 2 or 3. Okay, 242. Let's do that. Okay, so what I'm saying is this, right? We'll go greater than or equal to 2. equal to 2. There's 240. So we then do the relevancy for each one here. So equals countifs we go, what is it? D6, D242, comma, less than 30. And I think I've got to put in a bracket and something. Hang on. Oops, a daisy. Just a moment. I've just got to remember that formula. Okay, try this. Countifs less than 30. That should be right. Countifs D6 to D42 less than 30. Okay, so what's that saying is that all of the keywords which are rated less than 30, in other words, page 1, from D6 to D242, which is greater than or equal to 2 relevancy, there are 160 of them. Okay, now D42 take D6 is 230. 236, say 237, including the numbers. So we say this is equal to that divided by 237 and put it as a percentage. Okay, so that's basically it. Then we scroll across, scroll across. Okay, and then we scroll across, so the formula's all the same. Okay, all right, now using this formula, this one here, this is the color code. This is a good way to see how competitive this niche is. So 68% we're saying is a yellow. Okay, so we'll fill that in as a yellow. 41% is just a yellow. I used to have 50, but that's fine. 19% is a green. I'll do the yellows first. 44 is a yellow. This is interesting, actually. It's not too bad. All the others are green. Gee, that is really interesting. I thought it'd be more competitive. So what does it mean? Oh, that's not a very nice green. We'll try another green. Maybe this one. What does it mean? It means this. It means that if you've got, and I'll show you something that, again, the very clever Brain and Young did. I'll just fill these in. It shows that most of the competitors, now these are the top selling competitors, right? This guy here is doing 19,000. And, he's got 68% of the top keywords. What it means is that he's got 68% of the top search keywords for this particular product, right? For candles gift set. Quite remarkable, really. I mean, that he doesn't have more. So they're still fairly new, that's why. And a lot of these other ones, they are fairly new. A lot of them are Chinese sellers. And look, I don't want to be rude, but, some of them do miss the top search keywords, no doubt about it. But this is very encouraging. We did the sheet here. It's an opportunity score and a risk score. And if you say that they've got less than 15 relevant keywords, it's pretty low opportunity. If you've got more than 30 relevant keywords, it's a high opportunity. So most definitely, if you looked at your product and, for example, these are all more than 30. Yep. All good. So definitely a high opportunity. In terms of risk, what we say with risk is this. If 6 or more sellers are yellow or orange, it's a high risk. 4 to 5, yellow or orange is a medium risk. Less than 4 is a low risk. Goodness, you'll all be jumping on this. So it's less than 4. Definitely, look, I know it's a very competitive market. So look, it does mean that they are missing a lot of the keywords, most definitely. And it shows that you definitely have an opportunity if you hone in on the keywords. This is a good market to get into, most definitely. Yeah, there is potential there. It is competitive, though. There's no doubt about it. Even though these results show that it's not so bad, people are fighting for competition all the time. The good thing about these competitors is that they're fairly new. They use a lot of black hat tactics, I'll be honest. I've seen it. They get reviews, like 100 reviews in a week. They seem to get away with it so far, but there are opportunities there. So that is the way it works. That's competitor Cerebro. The beauty of it is that you can use this to sell whether it's a market you want to get into for product sourcing. So Chantel, Jenny, others, you can use this as the tool. Number two is PPC. These are brilliant keywords for competitor Cerebro PPC campaigns, right? Brilliant for that. Okay, you can see the relevancy, candles, gift set, this sort of thing. Really nice long tail keywords there that won't cost you so much, most definitely. And the other thing you can do is use it for listing optimization. You know, these sort of keywords are very important to have perhaps in the title. Definitely gift set is lovely. Gifts for women is lovely, all that sort of stuff. We've actually used this particular keyword with great results. Scented candle gifts for women. Magnificent results on that. So the fact that some of these guys, top sellers, are not using it, like this guy not using it, he's number one, but they're not using it means that they're missing out. Okay, so guys, that's about it. That's competitor Cerebro. I hope that was helpful. I think that was all we needed. If there's any questions, please contact me, Tony from Bilzar. Thanks, guys.